Bound parameter, it means assign parameter. Minimize bandwidth to the server, as you need send only the parameter each time and not the whole query. Yes, after you parse, of course, you have to assign value to this question mark, to the parameters. Yeah, sending only, yeah, if you want to execute, you can send only the value of the parameter to the server, not the complete query. Is it clear? So the bandwidth will be to the server will be less. Is it clear? Are you with me? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Then prepared statements are very useful against SQL injection. It will make your website more secure because it will protect against this SQL injection, because parameter value which are transmitted later using a different protocol need not to be correctly escaped. So this, it will make your query more secure against any attack, any web attack. If the original statement template is not derived from external input, if the original statement template is not derived, then SQL injection cannot occur. Okay, so it depends on the template. It depends on how you will write your query. Okay, so this is just a brief about prepared statement and what is the difference between prepared statement and the normal statement. Yeah, here we have an example. Look at this example, please. An example about prepared statement. As I told you, first of all, you have to assign the name of the server, which is localhost. Then the username, I will change it. It's root here. It's root. By default root. When you install XAMPP, by default, the root will be the username. Password for the root, by default, it will be empty. Okay. Then, of course, you have to specify here the name of your database. $, for example, DB name. This is your variable equal my DB. This is, for example, a database which already created. Then I will create a connection. How to create a connection using the MySQLi object oriented. So you have to write like this: $con equal new. So I will create object from MySQLi object. So new MySQLi. Yeah, to create the object, you have to, the first parameter will be the server name, localhost, $username, password, and the name of the database. So it needs 4 parameters. So now the MySQLi object is created. Yes, you can check whether the connection is correct or not. So if $con, this is my object, minus greater connect error. If there is error, I will stop the entire program, die. You remember die, and it will display connection failed. Other ways, if the connection it's successful, it's correct, it's done properly, I will do what next? I will prepare and bind my query. So yeah, how to prepare? You have to write like this: $con هو اسم الobject. This is the name of the MySQLi object. Remember this, please. I will use this object for the rest of the code. I will use the object, this one, $con. This is an object. Remember that we are using object-oriented. You remember the lecture number 5, how to create object, how to invoke method. Yeah, look here. Prepare, it's a method. How to invoke this, how to call this method using the object. $con minus greet to prepare. I already teach this in lecture number 5. $con minus greet to prepare. Then this, yeah, here you have prepare. Wow, what is the parameter of prepare? It's a query string between double quotation. You have to write your query. Of course, with question mark. Question mark, it means this is your parameter. So here, for example, my query, I will do what? Insert into my guests. This is the structure of my table, my guests, which is inside the table, database, my DB. Then the value, yes, the value until now, it's parameters. So this it will prepare. When you call this method prepare, it will prepare this query. You have to write the query between double quotation. Or you can write it as a variable, then yeah, you can do like this. You can write $SQL equal your query here. between double quotation, of course, semicolon. Then here, when you call prepare, you have to call with $SQL. It's very simple. Or you can write directly between parentheses here your query. It's up to you. Okay, both of them are correct. Is it clear? Yeah. Now we prepare the query. Yes. So here it will prepare the query. That will return what? Yeah. Look here. This method, this function, يعني prepare. It will prepare your query and it will return what? Prepared statement object. يعني $STMT. This is an object. Huh? From which class? There is a class called prepared statement. Okay. So it will create it will return an object, prepared statement object. So $STMT is an object. Yeah, what I will do now? Now we need to bind parameter. So I will call this function using the object this $STMT minus greater, then I will call this function bind param. I will, what do we mean binding parameter? I will assign value to the parameter. Okay, so here SS $first name, $last name, email. I will bind the parameters now together. Okay. Then now I will set the parameter and execute. So I will assign the value because to execute this query, we need the value of what? Of the first name, last name, and email. So here $first name equal John, $last name, $email, and then execute. It will execute what? Insert into guest with what? With first name equal John, last name Doe, and this email. You can also execute more than one time. Huh? Now I will assign this first name, this last name. Then I will re-execute again. So it will insert another record. Huh? Here I can execute the third time. Is it clear? Now, as you can see, I added how many records here? Tell me. I added this 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I set the parameter and I execute the query 3 times. Huh? Now at the end, I will display new record created successfully. Then I will close the connection and I will remove this prepared statement object. So $STMT close, $con close. Okay. Now let me try this example. Okay. So I will open my PS Pod editor. Then I have to start XAMPP. So I'll go to XAMPP here. Where is XAMPP control? Here. Open. Then I will make sure if Apache, yeah, look here, Apache and Mayarna are not running, so I have to start. They are not. Yes, now both of them, Apache and MySQL are running, so I'll just keep this window like this. Then here, the code, by the way, it's there. It's in this website. W3. Prepared statement. Yeah, this one. Of course, to execute this, we need to make sure that you have a database called MyDB. Is it clear? So I will save first of all this one. No, I will create new file, PHP file. Then I will copy my code here. Then I will save it inside lecture 10. I will call this prepared statement example. prepared statement.php. Huh? Yeah, first of all, I will open what? phpMyAdmin to make sure that this database MyDB exists. So I will click admin here, or I will write on the browser what? localhost/phpMyAdmin. It's safe. It will open both ways. It will open PHP. So I can open the browser here and type here localhost/. Please be careful because you will have your practical exam about this, how to create database. You have to know how to access phpMyAdmin. You have to write localhost/ here phpMyAdmin, then enter. It will give you this window. Okay. So please, for the practical exam, you have to make sure that XAMPP is correctly running. Apache and MySQL, both of them are running like this. Yeah, as you can see, my database, MyDB, is already created from the previous lecture, if you remember, MyDB. Okay, and in MyDB, as you can see, I think I don't have records. Yes. No, my guests. I have a table called my guests, and I have, as you can see, 3 rows. If you remember, we inserted 3 records in this table, my guests. So MyDB, the database MyDB already created. Yes. So here, $server name localhost, $username. As I told you, you have to write root here. $password empty. The name of the database MyDB exists. Then I will create connection. Then I will check if the connection is created successfully. Then I will prepare and bind the parameters like this. Then I will set, then I will execute. So it means here it will add how many records? 1, 2, 3. Then it will display new records created. Now let me execute this. Called prepared statement.php. So I will open the browser here, new window. Then I will type the path, complete path, local host / lecture 10 / prepared statement.php. You have to make sure that the spelling is correct. No, it means there is something wrong. Prepared statement. Let me see here. The name. Prepared. There is a mistake here. Prepared statement. Localhost / lecture 10. Yes, am I right? Lecture 10. Prepared statement. There you see here. There is E. There is no E here after T. Yeah, here after T, there is no E. Yeah, you see? It will display new records created successfully. It means these records are executed. But now we're using the prepared statement. I prepare my statement. I prepare my query, then I set the value of the parameters. Okay. So now you have to make sure now. If the records are added, if the new records are added here. So let me see. How can I make sure? You have to go to phpMyAdmin here. Then click the table My Guests again. Yeah, you see, you should get 3 more records. John, Mary, Julie. These are added. Okay. Is it okay? Is it okay? Any question about prepared statement? Hello? Now how to delete? How to delete data from a MySQL table using MySQLi object-oriented. Yeah, here we will create a MySQLi object. Then I will write my query, delete from my guests where ID, for example, equal 3. Then I will execute the query. If the value returned by the query, it's true. Because here, when you execute this function query, it will return either true or false. If it is true, then I will display record deleted successfully. Else, I will display error because I cannot delete. Maybe the value of the ID does not exist. ID equal 3 maybe does not exist. Okay. So here I will try also this one. Delete, yes. This, it will delete which record number ID equal 3. So if I will see here now the table, ID equal 3, it means it will delete this. It will delete John Doe, this one, number 3, it will be deleted. So we will see now. So I will create a new file, PHP file, and I will save it as delete1.php. Okay. Then here the username, I will change it as I told you. You have to change it root. Password for the root, it's empty. And I will execute now this one. Here delete 1.php. Yes, record deleted successfully. So I have to make sure whether it is deleted from the database or not. Click my guests. Yeah, you see number 3, it's deleted. There is no 3 now. There is no ID equal 3. It's deleted. Okay. Is it clear? Are you with me? Please, you have to understand how we do this. Okay, what is the code? You have to understand the code. Okay. You have to use this function, for example, query, to execute the query. Then it will return true. It will return either true or false here. Okay. Yeah, this is using MySQLi object-oriented. You can do the same now using MySQLi procedural. So here the code, the syntax, the same steps, but the syntax is different. The syntax will be different. So I will open again a new PHP file. Then we'll get this code. Yeah, here we will not create an object because it's procedural now. We will call this function MySQL_connect with this parameter, with the server name, with the username, with the password, and with the database name. It will do what? It will return a connection link or connection reference. Okay? The value of this $con, it can be either true or false. If it is false, if not $con, I will stop the program and I will display connection failed. Otherwise, I will do what? I will write my query, SQL to delete a record, delete from guest where ID equal. Yeah, since ID equal, the record number 3 is already deleted, I will put 4, for example. It means I will delete the record with ID equal 4. Then I will check if my SQL query, $con, $SQL, this it will execute your query. If it is true, then I will display record deleted successful. Otherwise, I will display error deleting the record. Now let me execute this file. Delete 2.php. I will delete record number 4. Huh? Yes, record delete successfully. So to make sure, I will go to the database. I will click my guests, and I will not find number 4. Look, I record with ID equal 4 does not exist. It's removed. It's deleted. Okay. You can also do the same, but using PDO. Okay, so here we need to create PDO object called $con with these parameters. Then I will set the attributes. Then I will write my query here, this statement, to remove, for example, record ID guest with ID equal 3 or 4 or whatever. Then I will execute my query here. I will call this function exec to execute. Okay. Then I will display record delete successfully. If there is a problem, I will go to the catch, to this catch block to display the mistake if there is a problem. So now let me also try this one. This is the code to execute, to delete using PDO, PHP data object. So I will create a new file. Put this code here, then I will save it as delete. Please, you have to try this example. So here I will change username, the value as root, password, it's empty. Then I will use this database. Okay, I will use the MyDB. Then I will try to delete, let me see here, the database. I can delete, for example, number 5, Mari. I will delete 5. So here ID equal 5. So delete from guests where ID equal 5. So now if I will execute this, delete 3.php. Yeah, record, it will display, it will show this message, record deleted successfully. Now if I will press here my guest, I should not see the 5. Yes, 5 is deleted. 5 it's deleted from my PHP code. Is it clear? Now how to update?
Yes, Mr.
Now how to update the code, please. It's very simple. For example, just copy this code and change the query here. That's it. It's same. What is the difference between this one and this one? Nothing. Only the query. Yeah? Only the query is different. Here, for example, delete. Here it's update. That's it. Yeah, here I will update using my SQL object oriented. Yeah, same here, the same steps. This step to create the MySQLi object, it's same. The difference, as I told you, only in the query. Update, for example, I will update what? I will update the last name, though for ID equal 2. Let me see 2 here, number 2. Number 2. Yeah, number 2, for example, I will change, I want to change for the guest number 2. I will change, for example, the last name, yeah, here. Okay, I will put it, for example, or I will update, I can update also the first name. So let me first of all copy this, then I will tell you how it works. The update now, yes? So update, yeah, here it goes. I will open a new PHP file. And I will save it as update 1. Here username root, password empty. Yeah. Here, for example, I want to update not the last name, the first name first. So I will write here what? Update the name of the table. You know the syntax of the update state. Huh? You already studied from introduction to database. Update my guests, this is the name of the table, set first name equal, for example, I will put my name where ID equal 2. Is it clear? I can also set first name and last name. Okay, last name equal, I will change it also. I will put my last name. Is it clear? Last name we have. Okay, let me try with the first name first, then we will do that. Yeah, so now the first name checker for where ID equal 2. Huh? Where ID equal 2, it means I will update this one. Instead of John, I will put my name here. Okay. So the steps are very simple. First of all, you have to create a connection using this statement. Then check if the connection it's not it's correctly created. Then write your query. $SQL equal between double quotation. This is your query. Then I will execute. How to execute this query? I will call which function? Query. Query. Okay. $con. This is my connection object. Minus greater. Call this function query. What is the parameter of this function? $SQL. This is my query. If it is equal true, it means the record is updated successfully. Else, I will display the error. Echo error updating record, then $con minus error. It will give you the error. Why is not updated? Then at the end, you have to close the connection. How to close the connection? $con. This is my connection object. Minus greater, I will call this function close. It will close the connection. It's very simple. So now let me execute this. Update 1.php. You see, record is updated successfully. How can I make sure that the first name is changed to be Sheikh, to my name, to be my name? So I have to go to the database and click again here, my guests. Yeah, look, it's changed now. Is it clear? Are you with me? Is it clear? How to change or how to update from PHP, please. This lecture is very important for your project. You have to do this in your project, by the way. Did you start this? Did you start your project? Doing your project? Yeah. Now I will do the same, but using my SQL procedure. It's just the difference in the syntax, huh? Yeah, please, for your project, you have to choose. Either you will use MySQLi object-oriented, and you will use this syntax, you will create MySQL object and so on, or you will use MySQL procedure, there is no object, or you will use PDO. It's up to you. You have to choose one of them, huh? And be consistent. مش مرة تستخدموا PDO and the other one you will choose MySQLi object-oriented. No. You have to choose one of the three. Okay? This is what I told you at the beginning of the lecture here. You have to choose one of them. Yeah. In this, we will demonstrate 3 ways of working with PHP and MySQL. What is these 3 ways? MySQLi object-oriented, or MySQLi procedure, or PDO. You have to choose one of them. Okay? Yeah, here PDO. Yeah, for the PDO, you have to create a PDO object. And I told you the PDO, it can be used for any type of database, not only MySQL. Okay. Then I will write my query, update my guest set last name. For example, I will change the first name or anything else. Then I will prepare statement here. You have to prepare the statement, then execute the statement. Okay. Then here I can display the number of record updated. $STMT minus greater row count. It will count the number of rows updated. Then I will display this message, the number of record updated. Let me now execute this. Open a new file. Then here root, sort. No, not this one. This is procedural. No, PDO, sorry. Yeah. So here the username is root, password empty password, my database, like this. And here the new PDO between parentheses, you have to specify the type of the database, because I told you PDO, it can work with different types of databases. Here I will use MySQL, colon, host equal $server name, equal localhost. Then semicolon, DB name equal the name of my database, comma, username, which is the root, and $password. Then I will set the attributes. Then I will write my query, update my guests. Then, for example, I will choose another here record. For example, I will choose this number 6 to change, for example, the last name. Change the last name, Dooley. I will make it, I will change it, okay? Is it okay? So here, set last name for which, where ID equals 6, yes? I will put here, for example, AAABB, like this. This is the last name. I will change it. I will update. Then you have to prepare this statement, $con, this is my video object, minus greater, call this function, prepare with $SQL. It will return a prepared statement. Then execute the query, $stmt minus greater execute. Then here I will display echo a message to say the update succeeded. Here I will display the number of records. So how can I get the number of record? $stmt minus greater, then call this function, row count. Please, you have to know the functions, huh? Row count, then it will display the number of record updated. Update. I will execute now the file. Yeah, here we have how many record updated? I updated only one. One record updated successfully. How can I make sure? You have to go here. Then click again the name of the data table. Yeah, so look here. Last name of record number 6 of ID equals 6. It became AABB. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah, if I will change like this, for example, let's suppose the query, I will change it to be like this. There is no where. I will remove the where. What will happen now? Tell me. If I will change the query, update my guest set last name equal AABB. What will happen here? What will happen? It will update all records. Here it will update all records. Yani the 3 records will be updated here. You will see AA all in all records. And what will be this function, row count? It will return 3 because the 3 records are updated. So now if I will execute the same file, yeah, you will see 2 records. Because the last one it's already updated, yes? 2 records are updated. So now if I will open here, if I will click the table, yeah, all of them with the last name equal AABB. Because we remove this where clause here. Usually update with where, yes? Update the name of the table. You should know the syntax, huh? You should know the syntax of the update statement. Update, name of the table, set, last name equal where ID equals 6 or whatever value of ID. Huh? Any question, please? Hello? Do you have any question?
No, Mr.
I'm done with this lecture, but now you will practice. Are you in front of your computer, please? Or using mobile? Hello? Are you listening?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Okay, you are in front of your computer. Yes, good. So now you will practice. Yeah, you remember we already create a database called registration, yes? سويناها دي registration صح ولا؟ دي this is the table. We already finished it, yes? Did you create it? Is it complete in your computer? Please say yes or no. Database registration, is it created with the 3 table in your computer? Did you finish this? I want to know, yes or no, please. No, yes. Why no? We did this, you remember?
اختبار على الدكتور وضغط وصوم كله بعدنا لازم ناخذ الوقت.
It's not excuse this one. Ramadan, we are all fasting, okay?
Mr. Our might need update again.
Update?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, what I will do now? I will put this file, I will export my database, and you have to import it in your computer. Now, okay, now, because I cannot do this, I cannot answer lab number 10 without the database. Did you get my point? I cannot answer lab 10 without database. So I will export now this file and I will give it to you. You have to import it, that's it. So I will export. So I select the database, then I will export it. And then click go. Yeah, I will send you this file, okay? I will put it now in MS Team. Now you have to get it and import it to get the database, huh? Copy. Because we need it now. We cannot do the question, we cannot answer the lab 10 without this file, huh? Without the database. The database should be there in your computer, huh? So I'll put it in MS Team. This course, it's a practical nature, you know, it's not theoretical. Is it clear? So you have to practice, please. Practice and practice and practice and practice, okay? It's not only theory, please.
Okay.
I can say this course is 0% theory and 100% practice, okay? Where is this registration file? Yes. Please get it, registration.sql. You will find the file here. Get it, huh? يعني copy it in your computer, in your desktop. Copy it in your desktop, this file, okay? Then now how to do import, please. First of all, see me, then I will give you time to do. You have to go here. You don't have registration, yes? What you will do now? You will create a new database. You have to go to databases and write here the name of the database, registration, okay? I will, for example, I will remove mine because I already, so I will drop, just 1 minute. I will drop all tables. Yes. You have to create an empty database. You know how to create empty database. Just click here in new and write the name registration. It will create, then click create. It will create a new database. Then now you can import the table from the file that I put it now. Okay, how to import? Click here registration, then go to import. Then choose the file. Choose the file اللي هي أرسلتها الحين. You have to copy it in your computer, huh? Choose that file. So I will choose a file. بس وتسوي ايش كده go, click go at the end. No need to change the other parameter. Okay. Yes, خلاص. Import has been successfully finished. And now you will see the tables. Enrollment, paper, student. فهمتوا ايش حتسووا الحين؟ Hello.
Yes.
Okay, please do it now quickly. I'm waiting to start the lab number 10 because the lab number 10 is based. Yeah, look, in this lab, we will use the database registration. We cannot answer which is created in lab 9. Yeah, please do this, huh? Please, you have to get the database first. I will give you 10 minutes to do this, to import the database and make sure, make yourself ready for the lab 10. Okay, 10 minutes, please. Is it enough, 10 minutes? I think it's enough, yes? Finish. Have you imported the database or not yet? Hello, are you listening?
Yes, Victor.
Finish. Okay, just 1 minute, then we can start answering the lab number 10. Huh? Okay, can we start now lab number 10? Since the database is in your computer now, yes, like this, yeah? Enrollment, paper, student, like this, okay? Now we can start now answering, yes? So I will create lab 10 folder inside htdocs. So I will go to htdocs here. Then I will create a new folder called lab 10. So new folder lab 10. Okay? You did this step, just create new empty folder inside htdocs, huh? Lab 10. Then now we will start, we will write what? Display.php to display the list of all enrollment on the browser. So I want to display all enrollments as an HTML table on the browser. Okay? So here I will create a new PHP file. Huh? I will save now. Just so I will create a new file, PHP file. Then I will save it. File, save as. File, save as. In the folder that I created, I create lab 10 folder, yes? So I will save it as display, for example, because this it will retrieve from the database and it will display all enrollments as an HTML table like this. Okay? Yeah, here to answer this question, you have to refer to the lecture. Yes, I told you there are 3 ways to do this. You can use any way. I did not specify here. Look, in the question, I did not specify. You can use any way. Yani there are 3 ways I told you, yes? You can use MySQL object-oriented. You can use MySQLi procedure. You can use PDO. It's up to you. Okay, I will use the first one for me. So I will use this one. So how to use this one? You have to create what here? You have to create a connection like this one. So you can copy this code. Or you can write it like this. I will create MySQL object-oriented, yeah? MySQL object. So I will do what here? I will write $con. You can change the name, $link or $con equal what? MySQLi. This, it has 3 parameters. This is what I explained in the lecture. It has the name of the server, the username, and the password. Okay, and the database. Okay, look at this example. To get, yeah, yani select. This is to create table. Now the table is already there. I will select. Look, select using MySQL. It's very similar to this code. Huh? It's very similar to this code. So I can copy this code, by the way. I can use this code. Then I will customize. So select. Then select using MySQLi object-oriented. Please mute your audio, please. Yeah, I can use the example which is in the lecture, the example about select. Yeah, the server name localhost, here root, then here password empty. Yeah, but the database you have to write registration, because now I will use another database called what? Registration. Is it clear? Please copy the code which is here in this website. Select data with MySQLi, then example MySQL object oriented. Select this code. Okay, copy it here. Then change, do the modification now. Root here. Registration, the name of the database. I will use the registration database. Okay, now my query is what? Select what? Star. So I will write here, select star. I will change. From what? From which table? Enrollment. So let's see my database here. I will select from this table, enrollment. So please be careful with the spelling. The name of the table I can copy from phpMyAdmin to my code. Yeah, select all. Then I will execute my query. Then I will check if $result number of rows greater than 0. Then I will do what? I will fetch through all the rows and I will get them. Yeah, but here I want to display as an HTML table. So here you have to, before you turn on the PHP mode, I will create the table head. So table with border equal 1, then tr. Look here, this is the table head, which is student ID and paper code. Student ID and paper. Please mute your mic. Hafsa, mute your mic. So here tr, then what? Th, student ID, then /th, then th, paper code. This is the heading, th, then /tr. Yeah, this is the table head. Now inside this while loop, look at this while loop. I will get what? Student ID, but I will put it as a table row. So here I will do like this. I will remove this because this is from the lecture example. Then I will do like this, tr, then td, then $row of what? Yeah, you have to refer to the database now. In the database, this is enrollment. For the enrollment, the structure, it's like this. ID and paper code. So here, $row of ID. Then /td. And another td, $row of what? Paper. Let me see the name of the field. It should be correct, huh? Paper underscore code. And /td and /tr. Remember that in the lecture, long time back, I told you that if you have a Q statement and you want to display, you have to do what? You have to put it between what? Brackets. I told you this long time back, please. Or another way is to remove the single quotation, if you remember, yes? So if you want, I can show you the lecture. You have to study your lecture, please. Lecture, if I remember, I think lecture 4. Please, the lectures are related to each other. Yeah, look here. I told you either this one, it will not work if you put like this inside the echo statement. And if you want to display the array element like this, it will not work. Either remove the single quotation of the key or put it between brackets. So here I will put it between brackets. Okay. Then here same, because this one is an array element. $row is an array. Yeah, that's it. So here, yeah, at the end, of course, you have to display what? /table, because it's an HTML table. Is it clear? Now I will execute this code. So I will go to the browser. Here, lab 10 / display.php. Yes, you should get like this. Is it clear? Are you with me? I got all records from the table enrollment. I got all of them from the table enrollment. How many in the table enrollment? Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have here how many? Yes, 6. 6 rows. I got all of them from the table, then I display them on the browser as an HTML table like this one. I can make it here center, for example. I can add here what? The word center here. To center the table, to make it in the middle. Okay? Then here I can do like this. I can add H1, for example, list of all enrollments / heading 1. Then HR. Now look, it will look better now. Yeah, like this. Is it clear? Are you with me? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Please, you
Mister.
can get, yeah, please, I will give you now 10 minutes to try this example. Yeah, please go to this website. الموقع هذا اللي هو W3 schools PHP like this one. Okay, I will send you the link on the chat. Then you copy this code and you customize. Huh? You have to change the query. This is what I did here. You have to change the name of the database. You have to add the table head here. Okay, I will send you the link on the chat. Huh? There. Copy the code and customize to look like this. You have to change the name of the database. You have to change here, and you get your result. Even for the project, by the way, you can use these codes, the codes that I explained in lecture number 10. But you have to customize. You have to change the name of the database. Sure, you have to change your query, the query here. Okay. So please, 10 minutes to finish this and get this result on the browser. 10 minutes is enough, I think. Did you finish? Did you finish this question? Yeah, I will end the lecture here, okay? Then I will put the answer on the MS Team, please, okay?